I always forget the fucking hat! Diddly do, my diddlers and diddlettes. I hope your day is going well, and I have made a shocking discovery. Apparently putting a sock over my microphone acts as a makeshift pop filter until I can actually get a pop filter. Isn't that amazing? So what are we doing here today? Well, as you can clearly see from the title, we're back for another dramatic Diddles lightning round. This time I'm here by myself, but hopefully that won't affect the quality of the video. Yes, I know you all love seeing
Diego's massive girth
on your computer screens, but you won't be able to see that today. Hopefully for now, you guys will just have to settle for my man titties. So, what fanfictions are we going to be reading? Well, I decided that for these types of lightning rounds, like as much as I enjoyed going through and picking things from different fandoms, I'm going to take it one fandom at a time. So each video is going to be themed. And this video is going to be Loud House themed because you Loud House fans are really fucked in the head, you know that? Like, you
shut the fuck up, Discord.
So, the first story we have here is a story called The Breeding of a Loud by Zerillion. Hopefully this is going to be a good story. Same rules apply. I'm going to read it. I'm going to try to get through this, and then at the end I'll give the story a rating. Let's go ahead and jump in. Clyde was clapping Rita Loud's fat white ass in her bedroom. Each long stroke had Clyde seeing that ass wiggle and bounce back and forth. His long black dick was covered in her juices. This nigga wasn't using a rubber, and Rita didn't mind one bit. She wanted to feel his young cock all up inside her. Ever since Lincoln introduced him to her, she's been wanting to feel and suck his BBC. She didn't care if he was young. She just wanted cock. Oh, wait, sorry, that's in all caps. She was a hungry cock whore who wanted a BBC in her. Nigga sperm filling up her holes. Clyde was blushing red. Clyde was blushing red because Rita had the fattest ass he'd ever seen. His small body couldn't handle the weight of it every time she threw it back. God damn, this dumb bitch is thick, he thought. Rita moaned and groaned every few strokes. Her pussy was pouring. His dick was rock hard, and Lynn was filming the whole thing.
Jacking off, too.
Hey, honey, how are you doing? Oh, fuck! He's drilling me, Lynn! His black cock is drilling me! Yes, I know, honey. I'm glad you like it. Clyde, how do you like my wife's dumb pussy? Clyde chuckled and stuttered. I love it, Mr. Loud! I've always wanted this! Your wife is a dumb bitch, Mr. Loud! She loves my BBC more than your cock! That's not what a loving wife should do! Oh! I hate this so much. Lynn laughed and directed the camera at Rita's face. Her face was one of lust and happiness. Her tongue was salivating and her moans were like a whore's. She's loving it. This is one of her fantasies, Clyde. She's loved you. I'm sorry. She loved you the first time she saw you. Once she told me she wanted to fuck your BBC. I was on board. You see, Rita has always been a cunt for black men. Okay, you see, Rita has always been a cunt for black men. See, when she was 17, the first dick she sucked was a black man's. Ever since, she's been craving black cock 24/7. She only married and had kids with me so she could fulfill the dream of being a true grown-up woman. Oh, Clyde, thank you for fucking my wife. She's so happy. Honey, I'm about to come. Open your dumb fucking mouth. You dumb cunt! Lynn unloaded his cuck sperm onto her face. Even more, on her hair and body. She was dirty and needed to be shown it. Yes, honey, drown me in your cum. I'm a nigga slut. I'm a nigga slut. I'm a nigga slut. I'm a whore. All I deserve is dick and nothing else. Clyde grasped Rita's fat ass cheeks and came buckets inside her whore pussy. After a few more shots, he pulled out and his cock was covered in Rita's cream. This bitch was hungry for cock. Great job, Clyde. Lynn gave him a high five and took photos of his wife's fucked pussy to jack off later to. Clyde was laying on the carpet floor tired. Rita was tingling with pleasure on the bed, cum still dripping from her pussy, and Lynn enjoying his sloppy seconds. Lynn tied his last shoe and was... I think that's supposed to be Clyde. I don't think that's Lynn. I think that's Clyde, but I'm reading it as it's written. Lynn tied his last shoe and was prepared to leave until Rita and Lynn came in with a request. Clyde, I know you have gay parents, and they would be upset if they knew you were out here fucking mature women's pussies, especially my wife's. That's why whenever you visit our house with them, please don't mention our activities with you. Why the fuck would he? Why would he? Why would he bring his parents over and be like, hey dads, just so you know, the other day, I fucked Lincoln's fat ass mom in the room. I just thought I should let you know, okay? I don't want you or me to get in trouble. I really enjoyed your performance. Rita smiled at Clyde. Sweetie, you made a dream of mine come true. You can come here anytime you want. If I want to suck your sweet cock, I'll simply ask. If you're not in the mood, I understand. But just keep this a secret between us. Don't even mention it to Lincoln, please. Clyde took a moment and nodded. You got it, Miss Loud. If I feel like it, I'm gonna eat your fat white pussy like a nigga eats Louisiana chicken sandwiches. Oh boy. I'm taking off the hat because it's hot. You got it, Miss Loud. If I feel like it, I'm gonna eat your fat white pussy like a nigga eats a Louisiana chicken sandwich. Thanks for letting me fuck your dumb wife, Mr. Loud. Well, gotta go. Clyde left and sang a cheerful tune back home. Rita, how about you pleasure me too? After all, I did make your dream become a reality. Rita smiled like a slut and tongue-kissed him. It's only fair. Let's 69 come on each other. You dirty whore. Well, all in all, I can't really complain. It was written well. There were hardly any typos in this story. Definitely an overabundance on dirty talk, but hey, some couples actually do like that. But then you get towards the end where it's just supposed to be a casual conversation, and you have lines like, if I feel like it, I'm gonna eat your fat white pussy like a nigga eats a Louisiana chicken sandwich. No one says that in casual conversation, so maybe you went a little bit overboard. So I'm gonna have to deduct points for that. I'm gonna give this story a 7 out of 10. I would definitely recommend it at a family wedding. If I press start recording, you shouldn't lag at all, right? Okay, so you're not lagging. You're not lagging. Okay, you're not lagging. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know if it was lagging at all during the last portion. If it was, I'll do whatever editing tricks I need to fix that. Wow, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to check back regularly. Because normally I can have Chrome open while I record, and it doesn't cause any lagging. But I guess this time it did for some reason. Anyway, next story.
Not as much as when my dad hits me.
Alright, so we have our second story here called Ghostly Love by the beautiful Cheryl McBrown. Now, I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to read this one, because this one does come in 2 chapters. And I'll probably forget to tell you all when I'm going on to chapter 2. But I read the first 2 lines and I said, we can't skip up on this. So what do you say we get started on Ghostly Love? Lenny Loud was sleeping in her room. Suddenly, the ghost of a Mexican man kissed her on the lips. A ghostly Mexican man hummed a lullaby in her ear. He'd take off Lenny's nightgown, revealing her beautiful breast. He began to lick Lenny's nipples until milk come out of her breast. He knows Lenny was not smart, but she make it for beauty. He sucked on Lenny's nipples. He hears Lenny's angelic singing voice. A few minutes later, when it's over, Lenny kissed a ghostly Mexican man. Lenny said, "Te amo." She hears a voice.
Te amo.
Lenny put on her nightgown and panties. Did he not fuck her? I thought the whole premise of this was Lenny have sex with a ghost in her sleep. Chapter 2. Lenny Loud was sleeping in her room. Suddenly, the ghost of a Mexican man kissed her on the lips. A ghostly Mexican man hummed a lullaby in her ear. He'd take off Lenny's nightgown, revealing her beautiful breast. He began to lick Lenny's nipples until milk come out of her breast.
Oh man, I might feel No Nut November.
Wait, is this just the same thing from the last chapter? Okay, no, it's not. I read a couple lines ahead. Next time, don't do that. Just let it surprise you. He began to lick Lenny's nipples until her milk came out of her breast. He knows Lenny was not smart, but she makes it for beauty. He sucked on Lenny's nipples. He hears Lenny's angelic singing voice. He take off his underwear, revealing his member. Lenny moaned as a ghostly Mexican man slid his member into her womb. Guys, can we stop using the word member for penis? Like, it's okay if you use it to describe your dick once, but any time after that, you're done, son. Just say dick. Lenny's breasts were bouncing as a ghostly Mexican man thrust. A ghostly Mexican man and Lenny were making love out at each other until the yellow fluid came out of Lenny's butt?
Do you know what sex is?
I mean, if you're talking about like, no, okay, into her womb, so that means that this yellow fluid should be going into her vagina. But you say the yellow fluid is coming out of her butt. That means there's something wrong with Lenny for it to be going into her vagina and out of her butt. And then there's something wrong with the man for having yellow skeet. That's a problem you're gonna have to talk to a doctor about. Lenny kissed a ghostly Mexican man. Lenny said, "Te amo." She hears a voice.
Te amo.
Lenny put on her nightgown and panties. The end. Frankly, I'm going to be very harsh on this one. I'm going to give the score, first of all, 1 out of 10. 1, because the structure of the two chapters was exactly the same. You just changed a couple of lines. You plagiarized yourself.
That's fucking stupid.
Second of all, you just called him a ghostly Mexican man. You could have come up with any name, like Jorge. There, I just did it for you. You could have just said a ghostly Mexican man by the name of Jorge and then use Jorge for the rest of the story. Also, you weren't descriptive enough.
Maybe because you don't know what sex is?
Considering you have a yellow fluid coming out of Lenny's ass, despite the man inserting himself into her womb. I want to see you do better once you actually learn what sex is. I want to see you come back and write a story that'll actually knock me off my feet. Until then, I'm sorry, but you failed the class. Get out. Last story up on the lightning round is a story called Popcorn Surprise by Aberrant Script. I just realized I haven't been reading the descriptions. I'll do that next time whenever I do my next video. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be the My Little Pony fandom, because me being a brony myself, I'm very much aware that we're fucked in the head. The Lincoln family is Oh no, he married his sister. Oh. The Lincoln family goes to the movies, and Lincoln gets the brilliant idea to play a trick on Lynn, his wife, I guess. Only he didn't count on Lacey's insatiable appetite for popcorn. You know, there's a single screenshot from a hentai manga that immediately came to my mind. And if it's anything like that, I'm gonna throw up. I'm actually going to throw up. Author's note. Another TLVG request that was a part of the Daughter Con set.
I don't know what any of that fucking means.
The idea seemed adorable. Last one left to do is Libby. I'm guessing these are your Loud House OCs? They have to be. Well, I mean, of course they are. They're the children of Lincoln and his sister Lynn Jr. Just in case you didn't know, just a quick disclaimer. The Loud House is copyright Nickelodeon 2019. Popcorn Surprise. Lincoln really screwed up this time. He took his family... Oh, that was a voice crack. God damn it, Diego. What have you done to me? He took his family to see the new Marvelous Captain movie. And he bought the jumbo-sized popcorn. And when his girls weren't looking, he punched a hole in the bottom and stuck his dick inside. Now, if you're going to the movie theater with your family, and you're all going to be sharing from one big popcorn bucket, I assume, what makes you think it's okay? Oh, I'm going to play a little prank on my wife and put my dick in the popcorn and then she'll reach in and give me a hand job. Huh? You know your family is going to be eating from that popcorn. And even after the prank is done, you're like, okay, I'll take my dick out. Your children are still eating Your dick-laced popcorn. I just want you to know this. Don't do this. Do this on a solo date. I'm not even gonna say don't do it. Just do it on a solo date. He figured it'd be a dorky prank that Lynn would love. What wife doesn't love sticking her hand in a box of butter puffed... What wife doesn't love sticking her hand in a box of buttered puffed corn kernels and pulling her husband's dick out? It's a classic. However, he didn't count on Lacey's appetite, and she was practically mowing it down like a goat. You see the problem here? Your children are gonna want some of the popcorn, not just your wife. You see the problem here? You see the obvious problem? Dang, girl, slow down, he told her, but she couldn't. She was hungry. And the movie was exciting, which only made her hungrier, with a bold-faced capital H. He gulped and squirmed and tried to find out how he could lift the box off his junk without Lynn seeing what he... Damn it. You see, I immediately knew what they were trying to do there, because there's... For those of you who haven't seen The Loud House...
Some fucking how.
There's a running joke where whenever something bad happens, someone on the show will say, dang it. And just from the infliction of how it's written in here, I can see they were going for that. So I'm going to give them a +1 point for that. He looked at Lacey, and the girl was staring at the box, confused and curious. Her hand was wrapped around his cock. She was stroking it, trying to figure out what it was. She tried poking around the popcorn with her other hand, but Lincoln pushed it away and told her to stop playing with her food. Lacey looked at him, quirking her head to the side when she realized he was blushing. She felt his tip, and finally the overall shape registered in her mind. Oh. She had her hand on her dad's... Her dad's what? You can't just leave me in the dark like that. What did she have her hands on? Wow. The responsible thing right then would have been to leave him be and let him play his joke on Mom, cause he was a dork that liked teasing her often. But her curiosity was pretty strong and... Okay, yeah, she was gonna do this. Lacey turned back to the screen and watched some superheroine smackdown on some bad guys, and she casually started jerking off her dad's dick. Her cheeks were on fire, and she was getting hot. This was so wrong. But she couldn't stop. Her little hand went up the tip, then back down. Popcorn was falling from the bucket, and Mom could catch them at any moment. She couldn't stop though. She could hear her dad breathing funny. Mom leaned over and asked him what was wrong, and he made up some excuse. Oh, gosh. Little Lacey was blushing so badly, but she kept pumping his dick as the movie played. She felt it start twitching, and still, she didn't stop. Warmth gushed over her hand, and his cock started to soften. And finally, the young girl pulled her buttery hand from the box. She had white goo on it now. Lacey raised it up to her nose and smelled it. She turned to look at her dad with her wide, curious, innocent eyes. And as he stared at her in shock and shame, her tiny pink tongue darted out and scooped up his cum. And she ate it. Mmm! She moaned at the flavor mixed with buttery goodness. Her blushing cheeks smiled as she put her head back inside the bucket. That says hand.
I'm retarded for that one.
Her blushing cheeks smiled as she put her hand inside the bucket. She leaned on her dad's side and whispered to him,
"Please give me more, Daddy."
Oh God. That one phrase, coupled with her small hand wrapping around him again, had him stone hard in a second. It was a long movie. All in all, I gotta say, if it wasn't for the pedophilia aspect of this story, I'd say I'd probably get a quarter of a chub from this. Unfortunately, I can only assume that he's getting a handjob from his child who's younger than 18, considering she couldn't tell what his penis was immediately from feeling the shaft or the tip. So I'm going to count this as pedophilia. So that's going to be -1 point. Tell you what, let's make the pedophilia -2 points. It was written very well, didn't have many grammatical errors. The structure was fine. They're for those of you who read along, you can see they're going for this weird sort of one line or one sentence a line thing. I don't really understand the purpose of that, but it was easy to read. So it was -1 point earlier in the video for something. Don't remember what it was, but -2. So this one gets 7 out of 10 for me. Next time, make it clear that the characters are at least 18, because hey, I mean, it's the Loud House. It's bound to be an incestuous fan fiction, but at least make them legal. All right. And that's gonna do it for the Dramatic Diddles lightning round. We had some pretty good stories, some very bad stories, and some very okay stories.
This fandom is fucked.
It just really is. Overall, I really do like the stories that we went through today. I'm still terrified of the Loud House fandom. They make me scared to get back into the show, despite it being really good. Casa Grande's I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes, and from what I've seen, it's really good. CJ is still the star of the show because he's still hands down, unironically, the best written character on the show. Give it a watch whenever you get the chance. So, with that being said, leave a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me read next. Don't forget to subscribe while you can, and donate, and hit the bell icon to be notified. I can't even do my outro. My channel is so close to being Thanos snapped out of existence, I can't remember my outro anymore. So with that being said, leave a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me read next. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of the next time I upload, while you can. Don't forget to join the Discord server and donate to the... no! Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Why can't I say my outro correct? So with that being said, leave a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me read next. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of the next time I upload, while you can. Don't forget to join the Discord server and check out the merch down in the description. And while you're down there, why not donate to the Patreon to help How to Tube come out sooner? So with that being said, until next time, fuck YouTube and diddle out. Golden